We continue to follow the latest on the mass shooting at the Tops on Jefferson Avenue in Buffalo. 10 people are dead. 3 other people are recovering from what investigators call a vicious hate crime. Thanks for joining us this morning. We will have your forecast in about 11 minutes. But first, Bree, you are at a still active scene on Jefferson Avenue. These screams that we've been hearing are people whose loved ones went to work at Tops or whose loved ones went grocery shopping on a Saturday afternoon, which any one of us could do, and now they find out here that their loved ones are not going to be coming home here this evening. The racist attack still has many in the community reeling. None of us can truly understand what happened, but for kids it can be even more difficult and scary. Spectrum News 1 reporter Revathi Janaswamy explains how parents can discuss the mass shooting with their kids. That's a good bit of history. Another bit of history, Bills history, to share with you here, courtesy of our producer Nick Lippa. This is a screen grab from the Bills' 1974 season opener on Monday Night Football, complete with the 70s-era Bills mascot. Like it or not, winter is approaching, which means communities across western New York are preparing for the inevitable. 2 record-breaking storms hit the city of Buffalo last season. Now the city says it's working to improve its snow response operations to be better prepared for the next major weather event. Western New York is still recovering from the devastating effects of last month's blizzard. It is a strong reminder of the importance of being prepared for potentially life-threatening situations. You know, as much as you may love here the food and the rides, at its heart, the fair is really about agriculture, and there are some fun events going on this weekend to help drive that agriculture theme home. Today and tomorrow in the horse show ring, you can see Hunter Jumper, also known as show jumping. A lot of training and preparation goes into this equestrian competition. Now, his special guest is BBNO $. I learned that stands for Baby No Money, so now you know. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says 27.5% of private sector employees worked remotely all or some of the time last August and September. But it's a much different number from the Pew Research Center, which found 41% of U.S. workers with jobs that can be done from home are currently working a hybrid schedule. With high schoolers back in the classroom this week, they probably aren't thinking too much about internships. Those are usually reserved for college students to see if a particular career field is a good fit. But those kinds of hands-on opportunities are also starting to open for high schoolers, giving them an even earlier idea of what they may want to pursue once they graduate. Pretty impressive, huh? That was Will Deinzer 6 years ago, at 11 years old, playing Franz Liszt's Gnomenregen, or Dance of the Gnomes, an incredibly difficult piece that only select adults can play, let alone a child. Well, Will is now 17, a senior at Williamsville North High School, and still a piano prodigy. So what do you do with all of that talent? For Will, it's a simple answer. Use it to raise money for a cause close to someone he loves. Will Deinzer's piano journey began with a keyboard for Christmas in 2012.
I started kind of messing around with it a little bit. I didn't have any teaching at that point yet, so it was just kind of me on my own.
It quickly became apparent he had a true gift.
I was able to learn a couple little pieces on my own, and then once I started taking lessons, I definitely felt that way because I learned pretty quickly.
Before long, he was mastering pieces that would be impossible for most pianists of any age.
His fingers can do anything.
Will's longtime teacher, Stephen Bianchi, says if this looks and sounds impressive, it truly is.
Only professionals can play these pieces. These are not pieces that amateurs are going to sit down and practice.
Will is aware of his talent.
I try not to compare myself to others. Just in a lot of things, I think it's not a great mindset.
COVID gave Will a lot of time to work on new pieces, but no audience to hear them. With people gathering again, he came up with an idea.
I chose to do the fundraiser for the Summit Center because my brother has autism, and they helped him out a lot when he was little. They did things like speech, social skills, some job coaching as well lately, and then during COVID they helped him out a lot because obviously COVID was very challenging for everyone, but especially for him and the way his mind works, it was a tough time, but they helped him through it. So I wanted to kind of give back, and I thought the best way to do that was through a concert.
He made the website for the benefit. Turns out he's good with computers too.
No template, just I built it myself. It was a thing I've been doing over the last couple weeks. I took an online course.
Will's currently applying to colleges, nearly 20 of them, for computer science. So why computer keys when he could easily have made a career out of piano keys?
I considered that for many, many years, but I've come to the realization that I'd rather keep it as a hobby and something I can enjoy in my free time, rather than having my career kind of ride on that. So I'm gonna, hopefully, I can teach lessons in my spare time, and then I can do performances and stuff.